So I go by AVirk. Well, I wouldn't even really consider myself to be a pro player. What happened was I just started playing more and more online tournaments and started doing well at them.
Forward into the teleport.
What a confirm from AVirk.
Ooh.
I mean, it's funny because it really doesn't, when looking back, it doesn't mean anything, but I remember there was these ESL tournaments, which don't mean anything at all, but I remember my brother was just making fun of me for it. He's like, oh, I thought I was good, but he was like, nah, you're not very good. So I just did it for fun, just to prove him wrong, even though the tournament doesn't really mean much, like looking back. But my very first tournament was an ESL one, and I got first place in that one.
Oh my goodness, the reactions. He was looking for that AVirk.
If you're talking about just purely skill-wise, obviously there's like, there's Ninja Kill and Sonic Fox, which are just like, those two are like at a different level, like compared to everyone, like by far. This is my first offline, so I'm mainly here to, to have the experience and have a good time. But I mean, obviously I do want to win, but we'll see what happens. Jumping, for sure, that is annoying. Like the fact that you can just, like in this game, you can play like an idiot and sometimes be rewarded, and just that like makes me pretty mad. But that's about it. Yeah. I have no trash talk, but I mean, good luck to everyone else. I have nothing bad to say about anyone. But yeah, just good luck to everyone, I guess. I'm kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. I don't know. I was hoping to get at least top 3. I came 5th, I think. Not terrible for the first event. I came in with low expectations, but then once you start playing, you kind of want to do as well as you can. So a little bit disappointed, but it's all good. Well, the thing is, for this game offline, it plays really different in the sense that you have no way to really like open your opponent up, because you can tech all the throws and Scorpion can't really do anything about it. He just kept like holding down and ducking the throws, and you can't really do much about that. But yeah, it was mostly that. Oh, I love it, man. So Kyiv, I actually wanted to go exploring, but you know how with all the COVID stuff and everything, like, can't really do it. Can't risk getting COVID, so I've just been like chilling. But yeah, I kind of want to go, like I heard the mall like across from the hotel where we're at is apparently like really, really good, but I didn't get a chance to go. Did I? I think I did. I don't know what it's called, but it's like that dough with like beef in it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I tried that, it was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it was good. Arena's amazing. I literally like, these like $1 million Call of Duty events don't even have arenas this good, which is crazy to me. So it's like amazing. I'm like really happy to be a part of it. So I've been playing video games since I was 3 or 4 years old. The earliest memory I have of playing video games was like, I don't know if you played Red Dead Revolver on PlayStation 2. Played that. I played literally my earliest memories of playing like I've been playing video games for my whole life. Like, yeah, like I've played almost every game, like every like major game on every single console from the PS2 up into the PS5, sorry. I played Call of Duty somewhat competitively, but nothing crazy. Like, those like wager matches, not really like anything like too serious, not really, but I've always been really good at like, if there's a game that I even think is fun a little bit, I'll play it and I'll get like really good at it. Like, I've always just been like that. Good enough to the point where you can get good playing people online. Like me and, Hayatei, like he's from Canada. Me and him have played like hundreds and hundreds of times, and like that helps a lot. It doesn't have to be like offline every time, Well, this is the first time me and Hayatei met in person, but I've had conversations with him and we've played a lot online and stuff, but this is my first time meeting him in person. Yeah, I think the first time I started playing with him or talking to him was I went into his stream and I was just like, yo, you want to play? And then we just started playing. Like, that's really it. Well, I have two very close, I have 2 brothers who I'm very, very close to. So we're very close, so I do ask, especially my older brother, I do ask him for advice a lot, but in terms of like video games and stuff like that, like they don't really play Mortal Kombat, but for advice and stuff, yeah, of course, like I'll go to him for advice and stuff like that. Like he was the one, I was very hesitant about coming to this event just because of like, COVID and stuff like that, like, you know, like circumstances. And he was the one who was like, nah, like, if you don't go, you're gonna end up regretting it, stuff like that. So I was like, you know, he kind of pushed me in the right direction, and I'm glad he did, because it's a pretty cool event. Oh, my mom definitely was. My mom, all the way up until going to the airport, my mom was like having like second thoughts, like, oh, should he go, should he not go? Especially because it's my first time traveling too, alone. My dad, I was gonna ask him, I just asked him, because I thought he was gonna say no, right? So I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm not going. So I was like, but you know, I'll ask him. He's gonna say no anyway. Yeah, it'll just be like a load off my back. So then I go and I'm like, hey, there's this tournament happening in Ukraine, can I go? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what? I didn't know what to say. And I was like, damn, now I kind of have to go, you know? Yeah. Well, for me, there's no issues at all, because for me, it's kind of like for now at least, it's a side thing, you know? It's not like, I'm not in a place right now where I'm trying to make it into my career. I'm doing accounting right now. That's like my main focus right now. This is just something I do on the side, you know? But you know, if something like bigger comes of it, then, you know, I guess we'll see from there. But for now, it's kind of like my second like hobby for now, you know? So I traveled, the last time I traveled really far, like internationally, was when I was 7, when I went to Pakistan, like where my parents are from. But I barely remember that experience, to be honest. But I've gone to like the US and stuff when I was like 13, 14, but alone, never, no. More so on my mom's side, she's very, very calm, you know, very, you know, she doesn't really get mad. So I do think that's part of it. But yeah, I would say that's like the main thing I took after my mom, but yeah. I'm just, like I said before, I'm really competitive, you know? It's, every single time I do something, it always starts off as being like for fun. Like even like something like playing basketball or something, like I'll get really mad and stuff like that, like playing with my brothers and my cousins. So I just don't like losing, that's all, you know? I'm just competitive, that's it. I would say that it takes me, I think that the strongest thing about me is that I can like read people really well. So even though I might lose at the start, I kind of like understand how someone plays, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is why I got hit, whatever. And then throughout like game after game, I get better, I think. Dude, he's the coolest character in the game. Like I think he's been the coolest character since the very first Mortal Kombat, you know? Plus also like, looking at Mortal Kombat as a kid, you're always gonna look at like the poster boy or whatever, like the main character, and be like, oh, that guy's pretty cool. But he hasn't always been my favorite, actually. I think like Johnny Cage was my favorite for the longest time, mostly because of the movie. But yeah, it's just because like I feel like, especially like the newest one that came out, I actually didn't play Scorpion like as my main the whole time. I think around Mortal Kombat 9 is when I started doing it more and more, like picking it more and more, sorry. Maybe part of it, but I also feel like he's my strongest character, even though he does right now he kind of sucks. I'm not even like trying to downplay or anything. He kind of sucks right now. He was actually good. He was good a couple of days ago. Literally 2 days ago, right before the tournament, they updated it and they made him worse. So I was considering playing someone else, but I was like, you know, I'm most comfortable with him, so whatever. One of his moves, Demon Breath, guaranteed a grab in the corner, and they fixed that. I wouldn't even say they fixed it. I think they just made the move just useless at this point. Yeah, so toughest one is when someone will like, it's called like a micro duck or a duck OS, where you let go of block for a second to duck a throw, and it kind of covers every single option. Well, almost every single option, not every single one. But it makes it very difficult to like open the opponent up, especially for Scorpion, because he doesn't have any way to open the other person up. So you like have to throw. That's definitely the most annoying one. Actually, most of the matches, no, every single match I lost was from someone ducking a throw. Every single one. Or like jumping over one. Like, I'm pretty sure every single game was because of that. Well, there's two things that stuck out. One was Conqueror plays Sub-Zero very different than everyone else that I've played against. I think he plays Sub-Zero one of the best. Like he's probably like the top 2 I've played. Him and like I don't know if you know, like K7 Show Off, he's another really good Sub-Zero player. Those two I think are the best. But he plays very, very different, like super different. And then another thing that stuck out was how much better Forever King is offline. He's like 100 times better offline, because I've played him a lot online, and usually it's it's pretty close even online, but offline he's way better. That kind of stuck out to me. But yeah, those are the two main ones. You're gonna react to stuff a lot better, like a lot better, and it's hard to open people up also, like characters like Cabal, Scorpion, like characters like these who have like slow like auto shimmies. You can literally sit there and block, and the person can't do anything other than like throw you forward or backwards. That's like the biggest difference. Like you can kind of get away with doing stuff like opening people. It's way easier to open people up online. Like that's like the biggest thing. And then offline you can just react better, harder to open people up, and it just plays a lot better. Oh, there's so many. There's one is flawless blocking. You shouldn't be able to flawless block after someone hits you, like during hit stun. That's kind of bad. The wake up mechanic is kind of trash. How the invincibility frames and how you can wake up with a poke is annoying. Anti-airs are the biggest thing in my opinion. Actually, yeah, they're the biggest thing. The fact that someone can just hop over you over and over again is just so annoying. That's one. And then fatal blows and supers need to be weaker. Those are like the main ones. Right now I'm averaging around 300 viewers, which is not bad. 300 viewers isn't bad at all. I used to average a lot less, but after you do well in a couple of tournaments, people tend to go to your stream more. But right now I think I'm averaging like 300. My goals for next year are to be doing good in school. That's like the main one. And second one, if offlines come back, my goal is to go to the next one and do well. Those are the two ones. If offlines come back, I'm definitely gonna try to go to at least one and then place well. I think that's like the main one, yeah. Yeah, and then just do well in school, you know, in my university, like my college classes and stuff like that. I have a couple years left, so hopefully I'm in a good spot there, yeah. Probably biology or chemistry. But right now in school, I'm doing more business stuff like accounting, finance. Not my first, it's not what I wanted to do, but you know, it's more practical and stuff, but yeah, no, that's for sure. I like to have realistic expectations, you know. Yeah, I would say when I have goals and stuff, they're always very realistic, you know. Obviously, I always hope for the best, but I don't know if you've been keeping up on Twitter at all, but like what we've been tweeting out, but I'm not even joking. From all the offlines I've seen, I've never seen so many people this happy about it, like ever. Like Katana Prime, like all of these people who have been going to these events since 2010 or maybe even earlier, I don't know. All of them are saying this is like the best one they've been to. Like I'm not even just saying that, like they're saying it's like the best one they've been to. And it's the first time, it's my first one. So obviously my expectations for the next one, like I know, even if it's not through you guys, like if it's a different major, it's probably gonna be like, wow, like you guys kind of spoiled me a little bit, because this is like way like top of the line type of event. Mainly what you should be doing is not playing people who are a lot worse than you, and also like I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, like if I want to get good, I need to play against the best people. But I feel like when you're first starting out, if you play against people who are a lot better than you, it's just a waste of time, because they're just like beating you game after game. So I feel like you just have to like play at your own level first and then slowly move up. Yeah.
Confidence. This didn't work out, but the fact that he's willing to do that and it's working, because Conqueror is also being respectful. Oh my God, he found it, the crushing blow.
Well, it feels really good to first like meet everyone who I've been talking to online for a long, like people like Katana Prime, like he's the exact same person he is online. So it was really great to meet everyone. That's like the first thing. Second thing, the game feels like 100 times better offline. Like it literally feels like a different game. Weakness is sometimes maybe I'll like sometimes maybe I'll second guess myself. Maybe I'll think about doing the right thing, and then I'll be like, oh, maybe it won't like go that way, and then I'll change my mind. Maybe that, yeah. I mean, of course I like the game, but I'm just like a very competitive person. Like whatever it is, if it's like sports or anything, I just want to compete and like do better than someone else. Just, but that's pretty much it. Like I'm just competitive. I mean, I hate losing. That's one thing. But in terms of like during the game, the only game that actually like makes me mad is Call of Duty. That's it. Like this game doesn't really make me mad. It's just like, you know, I'm just having a good time when I play it. Yeah. I want to shout out to my brother. His name's Amish. Shout out to Deoxys because he's terrible at the game. I just want to give him a shout out. And who else? Everyone who's been supporting me. I actually had a lot of support from Europe in general, so I appreciate everyone who's supporting from there too. It does mean a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it.